And it would have been so incredible for him to go to Japan when you think Eisenhower couldn't go there. And, you know, the crowds and everything he would have gotten. That's what, if all this had to happen, I just wish he could have seen some more good things come in that he worked so hard for. The tax bill, the civil rights bill, the economy up so high. You know, think of all those businessmen who still say awful things about him, and suddenly the gold flow is absolutely stopped. The gross national product's never been so high. But to go to Japan and to go to Russia, if he could have just seen all those and then this happened, and won, if he could have just won. And he was so praying it would be Goldwater that he'd have to run against. He used to say, let Barry alone, he's doing just fine. You know, he could have just seen some of the good things.
He would have liked to run against Goldwater. Did you think Goldwater was going to get it? Or
it was just too much to hope for. I mean, it was just too good to be true. I don't think he did. In the beginning, quite a while ago, he thought Romney would, and he was nervous about Romney. Because he said he'd be sort of hard. But then I think later on he didn't think Romney would so much. I don't know who he thought would.
You ever talk about Rockefeller?
Yeah. He said Rockefeller, in a way, was sort of a coward, because he should have done what Jack did and run in those primaries, but either he was had cold feet or was nervous about, you know, not going into New Hampshire and all of that. And he said if he had, he would have been president.
You know, well, the president did feel that if Rockefeller had gotten the nomination in 1960, he would have been elected. I think that's right.
And he said, you know, he just didn't have the, I don't know whether it was gumption or judgment or just timid soul or something. And of course now the poor man's doing it all with completely the wrong sense of timing. And I don't think he thought very much of Rockefeller, but he didn't really say anything mean against him. He didn't like Nixon, and he really thought he was dangerous. You know, and that he was a little bit...
Thought he was sick.
Sick, yeah.
Scranton?
Well, I don't remember talking with him about Scranton. You know, he was sort of coming up, and I suppose he thought he might have had it, but I never can remember talking to him.
Did he look forward to the 64 campaign?
Oh, yes. You know, and I look forward to it so much. It was when you could do together, campaigning so different when you're president. It wouldn't be those awful things of plodding through Wisconsin, forcing somebody to shake hands with you. You know, when I mean, he really looked forward to it, and then to winning, and then to just sort of solidifying. You know, he really did so much, there wasn't that much more to do, except it would have gelled, and it would have been relations with other countries. I mean, it would have been Latin America and with Russia, and, you know, and de Gaulle never would have recognized Red China and all of that if he'd stayed alive.